let's talk about one of the most electric, entertaining, and absolutely mind-boggling cases in all of basketball right now, Mac McClung. And no, we're not just talking about him putting on a cape and flying through the air for dunk contest glory. We're talking about a dude who's absolutely dominating the G League, who's done everything right, and still can't get a real shot in the NBA. This is the wild journey of Mac McClung, how he went from viral high school sensation to college standout to G League MVP and three-time dunk contest champion, and still finds himself fighting just to get on an NBA roster. Buckle in because this story is equal parts inspiring, frustrating, and straight up ridiculous. So let's rewind the clock. Back to high school. Mac McClung was a walking highlight reel. We're talking 40-point games, windmill dunks, posters that looked like they were ripped straight out of an NBA Slam magazine. And this was in tiny Gate City, Virginia. This dude made national headlines just off his high school mixtapes. He was breaking Allen Iverson's Virginia high school scoring record. People were calling him the next big thing, not just because of the numbers, but because he had that it factor. The swagger, the bounce, the showmanship. This kid wasn't just hooping, he was putting on a show. He committed to Georgetown, played under Patrick Ewing, and you could see the potential. He had the athleticism, the shot creation, and that fearlessness you love to see in guards. But it wasn't the perfect fit, and after 2 seasons, he transferred to Texas Tech. At Tech, he really started turning heads. Big shots, clutch moments, and he played with that chip on his shoulder like he had something to prove every single night. And guess what? He did. Because despite all that hype, despite the highlights and the grit, Mac McClung went undrafted in the 2021 NBA draft. Yeah, undrafted. And that's where the real grind started. He bounced around a bit, signed short stints with the Lakers, the Bulls, but never got a solid opportunity. He was mostly a G League guy. But if you think he sulked or took his foot off the gas, you don't know Mac. This dude went to work. He landed with the Delaware Bluecoats, the G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers, and right away he made it clear. He was there to dominate. We're talking 20-plus points a night, highlight reel passes, big-time buckets, and of course the occasional insane dunk. But what people didn't always see was the control, the poise. Mac wasn't just jumping over people anymore. He was running offenses, reading defenses, hitting mid-ranges, threes, floaters, and dropping dimes like a seasoned vet. Then came All-Star Weekend 2023. And this is where the world really took notice again. Mac McClung got the NBA dunk contest invite, and man, he did not disappoint. He pulled out never-before-seen dunks with precision and power. It wasn't just that he jumped high, it's how smooth and clean every single dunk was. He made it look easy, effortless. You could hear the entire arena gasping. The judges gave out straight 50s. He took home the trophy, became an overnight sensation again, and just like that, Mac was back on everybody's radar. But what most people didn't realize is that wasn't even the peak. Not yet. Because just a few months later, Mac led the Delaware Bluecoats on a deep playoff run. In the 2023 G League Finals, he went absolutely nuclear. In Game 2 of the series against the Rio Grande Valley Vipers, with everything on the line, McClung put the squad on his back. They were up double digits, but the Vipers made a furious late-game push. The pressure was on, momentum swinging, but Mac, ice cold. He calmly hit a dagger 3 from the corner that sealed the championship, finished with 30 points, 8 assists, and took home the G League title. After that, the Sixers finally gave him a call-up to the NBA squad. And in his first real opportunity in an actual NBA game with meaningful minutes, guess what? He delivered. Against the Brooklyn Nets, Mac McClung went off. He put up 20 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, just 1 assist and 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. And it wasn't just stat padding either. He was out there making plays, breaking down defenders, finding open shooters, getting to the rim, playing real NBA basketball. But even with all that, guess what the Sixers did next? They let him go. Yeah, no minutes in the playoffs, no spot for next season, just gone. Now, at this point, most people would be defeated. You win the dunk contest, win a G League title, go nearly triple-double in your NBA debut, and still get waived? That's enough to break a lot of hoopers, but not Mac. Nope, he doubled down. He went into the 2023-24 G League season with one mission: become the best player in the entire league. And bro, he did exactly that. This man averaged 25.7 points per game, shot 50% from the field, 40% from three, added 6.6 assists, 4.7 rebounds, and over a steal per game. He led the entire league in scoring, won MVP, and had his team as the #1 seed in the conference with the best offensive rating in the G League. The dude cooked. He made it look easy. Smooth pull-ups, tight handle, perfectly timed pick and rolls. He was reading defenses like a book. You'd think that would earn him an NBA roster spot, right? Wrong. The Orlando Magic, his affiliate team, never called him up, not once. He spent the entire year in the G League again. The only time he saw an NBA stage was, once again, the dunk contest. And yeah, of course, he defended his title. In fact, he made history. 2 dunks never seen before? Check. Judges with their jaws on the floor? Check. Back-to-back champion? Oh yeah. But even after that, nothing. No contract, no rotation spot, no real opportunity. Fast forward to 2025, and Mac is now a 3-time dunk contest champion. The only other player in history to do that? Nate Robinson. McClung is in that rare air now. And he might even go for a 4th because, let's be honest, he's the best in the world at that contest right now. No one comes close. But here's the problem. Mac McClung is not just a dunker. And that's the biggest misconception that's keeping him stuck. If you've watched him play in the G League, you know he barely even dunks in games. This season, just 1 in-game dunk. That's it. The dude is a hooper first. A scorer, a floor general, a legitimate offensive weapon. He's not just out there jumping over people for clout. He's running an offense better than most backup point guards in the league right now. And yeah, this season he finally signed a 2-way contract with the Magic, meaning technically he can play for both the G League and NBA squad. But let me tell you how that's going. He's played 1 NBA game this year. 1. It was for less than 5 minutes in garbage time during a blowout loss to the Grizzlies. That's it. That's what Mac got for all that work. Meanwhile, in the G League, he's still doing Mac McClung things, averaging 24.3 points per game, shooting over 51% from the field, dropping nearly 6 assists a night. He's proving over and over again that he's too good for this level. But here's the harsh truth. It might not matter. Because the NBA doesn't just want hoopers anymore. They want size, length, versatility. They want everyone to be 6 feet 8 inches, switch every screen, shoot threes, defend multiple positions. They're not looking for 6'2" guards who create their own shot and run the show. They want plug-and-play role guys who fit into their schemes, their rotations, their formulas. And Mac? He's not that guy. He's a star. He's always been the #1 option, from high school to college to the G League. He's not a 3-and-D wing or a catch-and-shoot floor spacer, but that doesn't mean he can't play. In fact, I'd argue he could be a perfect spark plug off the bench for an NBA team. Come in, run the second unit, give you 12 to 15 points in a hurry, bring the energy, and keep the offense flowing while your starters rest. There's value in that. There should be value in that, but it feels like the league's just not looking for it. At this point, Mac is 26 years old. He's won everything there is to win in the G League: MVP, Rookie of the Year, scoring titles, championships. There's nothing left to prove at that level. And if the NBA doesn't wake up soon, you better believe he's going to take his talents overseas. EuroLeague teams would line up for him. He could make real money, be the guy, lead a team, and actually play meaningful basketball. We've seen it before. Shane Larkin, Mike James, Kendrick Nunn, they all went overseas and thrived. Mac might be next. Maybe he sticks around one more year, tries to make dunk contest history again, win a 4th straight title, but after that, he's out. And honestly, who could blame him? It's just crazy to think a dude like Mac McClung, who's clearly an NBA-level talent, is sitting on the sidelines while less capable players fill out rosters. He's proven it, he's done it, and yet, nothing. So let me ask you, what more does this man have to do? Let us know what you think in the comments. Can Mac McClung play in the NBA? Does he deserve a real shot? And if he doesn't get it soon, where should he go next?